How to publish article on WordPress with complete formatting and image using ChatGPT automatically. So the blog title and the image URL will be picked up automatically from our spreadsheet, and the content will be created automatically on the same topic using this ChatGPT application, and further the same content will be published automatically along with the image as well as with complete formatting on our WordPress website. And do you know, any non-technical person can automate this process very easily without writing even a single line of code. Want to learn how you can also do that? Come with me and I will show you everything step by step. So this is my spreadsheet where I have already added few blog titles along with the image URL which I want to insert in these blogs only. And as soon as I write yes and press enter in front of any topic, the blog will be generated and published automatically on my WordPress website. But to do that, firstly I will have to build a connection in my spreadsheet and in this ChatGPT application and in this WordPress application, which I will do with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is an amazing integration and automation software using which you can connect your applications and automate your tasks. I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I am already logged in here. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now before you reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, make sure that you already have a spreadsheet as well as an account in your ChatGPT application, and after that simply reach out to the dashboard and then click on this blue button, that is create workflow, and then provide a random name to your workflow, to your automation. Okay, so I have directly pasted the name as publish article on WordPress with formatting and image using ChatGPT. Now it is asking to select the folder, so I'm selecting this main workflow folder, clicking on create, and after that you will find 2 boxes. So these boxes are actually called as trigger and action, and here the trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. Okay, so whenever something happen in your first application, then automatically do this in your next application. Okay, so in this way you need to always choose your applications in this trigger and action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, so according to our use case, I want that my blog title should be picked up automatically from my spreadsheet. So that is why in the trigger application I will search for Google Sheets. Alright, so I have selected the same, and further I want to generate the article on that topic using ChatGPT application. So as an action application, I'll select the same, that is this ChatGPT. Okay, so I have selected the same, and further I want that this article should be published on my WordPress website. So that is why I will click on this plus icon once again and will add one more action step and will search for the WordPress application. So yes, in this way you can add as many as action steps as you want and automate your complex business process by connecting different applications. Okay, so I have selected these applications in the trigger and the action window, and now the idea here is I am going to connect these 3 applications one by one with the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let us first connect our spreadsheet with the Pabbly Connect and capture our blog title or blog details here. Okay, so selecting the trigger event, that is new or updated spreadsheet row. Now as soon as I do that, you will notice a webhook URL and few set of instructions. Okay, so you will have to follow these instructions carefully, and with the help of this URL only we are going to build this connection. Okay, so simply copy this webhook URL, go back to your spreadsheet, click on extension, click on add-ons, click on get add-ons, and here search for the Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. Alright, so I'm searching for the same, that is Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. Okay, and you will notice that this add-on is already installed in my account because I have created several automations already. Okay, so right now I am going to close it directly, but make sure that firstly you install this add-on, because after that you will have to open the same add-on by clicking on this extension option, and here exactly you will find that add-on after installing it. Click on this initial setup setup, and here exactly we are going to paste the same webhook URL which we have just got via Pabbly Connect. So let me once again copy the same, coming back to my spreadsheet, and now I am going to delete these two entries, basically the existing data. Okay, let me paste the same URL, and now it is asking for the trigger column. Okay, so first read the instructions. Trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. Okay, so basically it is asking to specify a column name on filling of which this automation should trigger, or we can say the data of spreadsheet should be sent to Pabbly Connect automatically. So I want that as soon as I'm writing yes in my C column, this automation should trigger. So that is why as a trigger column I'm adding this C, and as soon as I click on this button, you will notice that the same spreadsheet data will be received via Pabbly Connect, for which it is already waiting. Okay, you can also read the instructions, log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. Okay, so it is asking to do a test submission or record, and here the test submission means adding of a new data in our spreadsheet. Okay, so let me click on the send test button, and as soon as I do that, you will notice that a response will be received. All right, waiting for that, fingers crossed. And here you can notice the response is received. Let me show you the details one by one. So here you can find the same trigger column, you can also find the same spreadsheet name, we also have this spreadsheet ID, and we have other details like the blog title, the image URL, the published article on WordPress, basically our instruction. We also have this row index. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between Pabbly Connect and our spreadsheet is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onward, what will happen, every time you will add yes here in front of any topic, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture no incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. But for that, you will have to enable one more very important settings, that is the send on event option. Okay, let me take you back to my spreadsheet, click on this Pabbly Connect webhook add-on, and here you will find this option. Click on that option and it will be tick marked automatically. Okay, let me show you how it will look. Okay, send on event. Well, this option will ensure that every time the data is getting added, or we can say every time the data is getting updated in the C column, this automation should trigger, or it should send the data to Pabbly Connect automatically. Okay, so in this way our automation will take place in real time. So the first step of our automation is done, but before I move further, let me tell you one more very important thing. Whenever you are connecting your spreadsheet with the Pabbly Connect, make sure that either you work in the incognito window or multiple Gmail accounts should not be logged in the same tab. Okay, I'm repeating this thing once again. Either work in the incognito window or multiple Gmail accounts should not be logged in the same tab. Okay, so in this way the first step is done. Moving further, now I am going to show you how you can generate the article on this topic which we have already captured as a response of our Google Sheets step. Okay, so scrolling down, the application is already selected. Let me select the action event, that is ask ChatGPT. Well, we have a single action event only. Clicking on connect, then clicking on add new connection, and for the connection it is asking for the token. So how you can get this token, either you can directly click on this hyperlink and log into your OpenAI platform, and then further create a new key by clicking on this button, and then further you can copy that key and paste here, and in this way you can connect your ChatGPT account with the Pabbly Connect very easily. I have built this connection multiple times earlier, so I am going to reuse my existing connections. Clicking on save, and in this way my ChatGPT account will be immediately connected with Pabbly Connect, and you can also use the existing connection if you have already provided the access in the first time. Now it is asking to select the AI model. Okay, so I will be selecting this GPT 3.5 Turbo 0301, asking for the prompt. Enter prompt, example, draft an email for taking a leave tomorrow. So basically you will have to provide the instruction to this ChatGPT that that what should be done. In this particular case, I would like to generate the article, and that article should consist of complete formatting. So I'm going to provide my instruction, provide my prompt in this particular way. Basically, my prompt is going to be a little specific. Okay, so how about I write something like create an article on this topic, and after this topic I'm going to provide the title of my blog, which I have already captured as a response of my Google Sheets step. Okay, and the interesting thing here is I'm not going to manually copy this title and paste below again and again. I'm going to map this title so that it will be replaced automatically as soon as a new data is captured via Google Sheets. Okay, and mapping is very simple. Click on this field and you will find the above data here in the drop down. Simply select that data, and in this way it will be mapped. Okay, so whatever the details we are mapping here will be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time, but whatever we are writing here manually will remain same. It will not change. Okay, so this is the difference in providing the values via mapping and via manually, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. Okay, so create an article on this topic and also add this image within the article. Okay, and again after that I am going to provide the image link. Remember, we have also added the image link in our spreadsheet. Okay, so this is the image link. How about I open this image in front of you? Basically, I am going to show you what image I am about to add. Okay, closing it for now, coming back to the dashboard, create an article on this topic and also add this image within the article. And here I will also mention that kindly use the HTML tags for the proper formatting of this article, as I am going to publish this article on WordPress website. Okay, I hope everything is looking good. Let me also mention this, that do not use the HTML body only. Use the proper HTML tags for the formatting. I think I have provided a nice instruction, a nice prompt, so that ChatGPT will understand my thing and will generate the content automatically. Let me read it once again. Create an article on this topic and also add this image within the article. Kindly use the HTML tags for the proper formatting of this article, as I am going to publish this article on WordPress website. Do not use the HTML body. Use the proper HTML tags for the formatting. Alright, clicking on this button, save and send test request, and waiting for the response to be received, waiting for the article to be generated automatically using ChatGPT, and you will have to wait for at least 30 to 60 seconds for this response. And here you can notice the responses received. Let me show you the details one by one. Here we have the ID. Here we have the object as chat.completion, and we have several details, but I'm interested in this particular thing, that is this choices 0 message content. If I will maximize it, you will notice that it has generated with proper formatting. Okay, so I'm expecting that it is going to draft the article, publish the article on WordPress with a nice formatting. Okay, so in this way the second step of our automation is also done. Moving further, now finally I'm going to publish the same blog in WordPress. So let me select the action event, that is create a post, clicking on connect, clicking on add a new connection, and for the connection firstly it is asking for the username or email or this WordPress password and this base URL. Okay, so please provide your complete publicly accessible WordPress URL including this HTTP or HTTPS. Exclude this WP admin or this WP login. Okay, so this is my WordPress website. Let me copy the base URL of my website, coming back, and let me paste the same along with this HTTPS. Okay, and further it is also asking that to use this integration, ensure that the WordPress REST API authentication plugin is already installed and activate on your WordPress website with basic authentication configured. Please set up this before proceeding. Okay, so let's cross check whether this plugin is already installed on my WordPress website or not. So I will directly search for the plugin section here and will directly search for this plugin, because I'm expecting I have a knowledge that this plugin is already installed in my website. But in your case, if it is not installed, make sure that you firstly installed it. Okay, let me search for the same. And here you can notice the same plugin is already installed. Let me also click on this configuration section. Alright, so I have reached out to the configuration section. Let me minimize it so that you can see the things very clearly. Simply click on this basic authentication and make sure that this tick mark is added in this username and password. Now click on next and then click on this finish button, and in this way this configuration process will be done. Here also you can notice it is saying basic authentication method is configured successfully. Okay, coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Now I just need to provide my username or email, so give me a second. Let me provide the same and then I'll be clicking on this button. Alright, so I have provided the details, clicked on that button, and in this way you will notice my WordPress account will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. So here you can notice it is connected. Scrolling down, and firstly it is asking for the post type, whether you want to create a post or a page or a media. So I would like to create a blog post, so I have selected the same. Now it is asking for the post title. So again, instead of providing any detail manually, I am going to map this title from my spreadsheet. Remember, we have already captured this data. Alright, it is mapped. Further it is asking for the post content, which again I am going to map, but this time I will map the detail from this ChatGPT action step. Alright, so here we have the response. Alright, it is looking good. Further it is asking for the slug. So how about I directly map the title of my blog only, and it will automatically convert this camel casing into the slug format. Yes, it is going to detect it automatically, asking for the excerpt, status, category ID, tags, feature, media ID. So I'll be explaining you step by step few things, but I'm not going to provide the data in all the fields. Let's provide the data only into the important or into the required fields. Okay, let's say it is asking for the status. So I want to publish this article automatically and directly, so of course I'll go with the same status. In case you want to simply draft this article, you can also use the same, asking for the category ID. So what you can do is you can provide multiple category IDs in this particular format. Currently there is no category available in my WordPress website, so that is why nothing is showing in this drop down. Okay, and how you can provide multiple IDs, simply toggle this mapping button, and in this way mapping will be enabled. Now simply add two square brackets in this way and add two inverted commas separated by a simple comma, and simply provide the category ID in this particular way. Now how you can get this particular category ID? So whatever the category you have selected, you can open the URL of that category, and from the URL itself you will find the category ID. Okay, but currently I'm leaving it blank. Asking for the tags, well again I'm leaving it blank, but in the same way you can provide the tags also, asking for the featured media ID. Okay, so either you can select a specific media from this drop down. Alright, it is still loading, give me a second, then I'll show you. Alright, so it has been loaded. Let me show you. In this drop down you can find lot of media ID. Okay, so if you will select any media ID from this drop down, what will happen? For every single article the same featured image will be uploaded. Well, I do not want this, so what I will do is I will enable this mapping button and remove the existing featured media ID, because remember I have already added the image from my spreadsheet. Remember, I have captured the image URL and have already provided into the prompt of ChatGPT. Further it is asking for the format, so I'll go with the same, that is standard. Asking for the ping status, kindly select it as open only. Asking for the comment status, so I want to keep my comment status as open only, so I have selected the same. From this drop down again you can also select the author ID. How about I go with the same, that is this Akib Khan. Asking for lot of other details, so it is not mandatory, so I'm leaving it all blank. Okay, now finally I'll be clicking on this button, save and send test request, and wait for the response, wait for the article to be published automatically on my WordPress website. Okay, fingers crossed. And here you can notice the response is received, which seems to be a positive response to me, and here we have the URL also. Okay, so how about I directly open this URL, and how about I also open the post section of my WordPress website. Let me maximize it so that I can see it, and I'm really expecting that a nice blog will be drafted along with nice formatting. And yes, the blog block has been created. Here I have the title, that is how to gain fat with healthy diet, and here we also have this heading once again. Alright, I'll see how we can remove this duplicacy of title, and here you can also notice how a nice paragraphs has been generated along with lot of space, and even the headings are also into the H3 or either into the H4 format, and I have not done anything manually. I have simply gave a prompt in my ChatGPT application, and here after this conclusion you can also notice that a nice image has been inserted, but this image is looking quite larger to me. So how about I add some other image with some different size, and what I will do is I will share the image URL in this spreadsheet with a better size. Alright, but I hope you have understood that how you can automate this whole process. But for now, let's do some changes in our ChatGPT prompt, because I wanted this image in the mid of the article, not at the last. Okay, so give me a second. Going back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, going back to the ChatGPT action step. So first of all, I'm removing this hyphen, these two hyphens. How about I write something like in the mid of the article, and I'm also replacing this image URL. Now how I can do that? Simply deleting this image URL and adding this particular one. Alright, and now I will remove this yes from here. Coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, let me first click on this recapture webhook response button once. So the idea here is I'm capturing the spreadsheet data in Pabbly Connect dashboard once again. For that I just need to write yes and press enter, and you will see once again the same data will be captured here. Alright, so the response is received. Now before I provide any image URL, I will have to click on this refresh button so that I can access the new data. Okay, now if I will click anywhere, I will be able to access the recent data. So this is my image URL, and along with this image URL, I will also mention one thing, that do not include any heading in first, I guess 50 words will look good. Okay, and I think now everything is looking good. Clicking on this button once again, and then I will map this recent response in my WordPress content section. So after waiting for few seconds, for almost 40 to 45 seconds, one more response has been generated. Let me remove the existing one, and now I'm going to map the recent response from my ChatGPT response. Alright, how about I directly click on this button, save and send test request, and wait for the article to be generated once again. So the response is received once again, and here we have the link of the article. Let me open that. So here you can notice gaining weight has always been a challenge for some people, but it can be achieved through a proper healthy diet. Certain foods and nutrition can help in gaining weight in a healthy and sustainable manner. Okay, so did you notice this image is also inserted, and the size of image is also decent. Okay, so I hope you have understood that how you can automatically publish the articles on WordPress website using this ChatGPT application, or by connecting spreadsheet, ChatGPT and WordPress website. Okay, so our automation is almost ready, but if you want that this automation should work on the instructional basis, basically if you are writing yes here, then only it should generate the articles. But if you are writing something else like no, else, or any random content, in such cases it should not generate the content. For that you will have to add one more extra step. So yes, after this Google Sheets step, I'm going to click on this plus icon and will add filter, which is an amazing feature of Pabbly Connect, via which you can apply different kind of conditions within your workflow, within your automations. And again, this step is completely optional. Whatever you are going to write in the C column, your automation will be executed for sure. Doesn't matter yes, no. But if you want that this automation should proceed only if it is getting the value as yes, then only you should apply this condition. Select the action event, then click on connect, and it will be connected immediately. And simply add the condition that whenever the C column consists of have the value yes, then only this automation should proceed. Okay, for that I am going to select that column, that is this publish article on WordPress, yes. And if that particular column has the value as yes, if this yes is equal to yes, I'll click on this button firstly and you will see the response, because based on this response only our automation will decide whether it should proceed further steps or not. If the condition is true, the steps will be executed for sure, but if the condition is false, our automation will stop here only. Let me even show you the example for the same. This time the condition will be false. Okay, so let me correct it once again. Okay, so in this way this automation will proceed further whenever the condition is true. Okay, and again, if you want to learn how you can also add the link of the blog in this spreadsheet automatically, for that you will again have to add one more extra step, and again this step is also optional. This is completely up to you whether you want to collect the link of the blog again back in this spreadsheet. Okay, so I'm telling this for the people who is really interested in doing that, clicking on this plus icon, and you will have to search for the Google Sheets once again. Alright, give me a second and I'm going to explain you this very quickly. Okay, action event, of course, add a new row. No, I'm really sorry, it is not going to be add a new row, because we are not adding a new row, basically we are updating an existing row. Okay, so searching for the same, that is update row. So selected the same, clicking on connect, and again instead of going with the new connection I'll go with the existing one, clicking on save, and in this way my Google Sheets will be immediately connected with Pabbly Connect. And because we are connected here, you can notice whatever the spreadsheets are available inside my Google Sheets account have started visible here. So the name of my spreadsheet is this blog writing sheet, so I have selected the same, and here I have a single sheet only, so again it has got selected automatically. Now it is asking for the row index to be updated. Okay, so whatever the row you are updating here, you will have to provide the index row, basically row index. And from where I'm going to provide this detail, remember we have captured the response of our spreadsheet in which we have also got this row index. Okay, so in this way my automation will understand that it has to update the blog link in this row 2 only, asking for the blog title, image. So basically whatever the columns are available inside my spreadsheet have been fetched automatically here. So I will be providing the data only into this particular field, because I just want to update the value in this particular field only. Alright, from where I'm going to provide the blog link, remember we have already captured the blog link. Alright, so I have added the same, clicking on this button save and send test request, and you will notice that the same blog link will be updated here automatically, and the blog link is here. Okay, so in this way you can automate this process, and you can also add the blog link, the published blog link in your spreadsheet. Okay, so I hope you have understood everything. And let me tell you one more important thing. In order to automate this process, you need to create this automation workflow inside Pabbly Connect just once. After that you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. Okay, and this second step and this fifth step is completely optional. If you want, you can add the same, or you can also create a 3-step automation. Just in case if you want to access this 3-step automation workflow, or you can say 5-step automation workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation workflow into the description box. So click on this link, sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same workflow inside your own Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues, and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.